Welcome to the next episode of Sore Feet Adventurers. You guys just left off. You just left the Thieves Guild and you are heading out into the street. So, what are you guys going to do?
My character's going to go off to the market and go get his equipment enhanced. Looking for a better sword.
You're going to go to the market?
Get his sword basically enhanced.
You're going to split off from the group right now?
Well, it makes sense now because the last session, if you remember, Nahiri was just told that we have to go somewhere. Or we have to stay in to wait. I don't see the reason why we need to. At least Afi wouldn't need to.
No, Nahiri did tell you that.
So I know I will follow...
Okri.
Okri, because I also need to go to the market to go meet up with Scenaria again.
Okay.
Eve's gonna follow Afi because I guess she's most familiar with Afi.
You do know that to get to the Scenaria's area, it'd take you a couple hours. How many hours you wouldn't have?
Alright, well, then I just go to the
nearest market?
To the nearest market. Because I'm also intrigued by the shield. So see if there's a possible way of...
That you guys, I guess.
Before everyone leaves, here grabs your guys' attention. If we get the information that we need, what do you have any questions you want me to ask Athos or Shaw?
Well...
And here he has like a little paper and pen because she will forget.
Let's see. I guess location of the hostages would be good.
Location of the hostages.
Where the magic circles are.
Magic circle location.
A way to get into contact with Gorsak.
With who?
Gorsak.
He's the black market merchant.
Yeah, the Dragonborn.
Oh!
Gorsak. Contact.
If we have any more information, I don't think I have anything else. But if something comes to mind, I'll message you on the sending stone.
Oh, forgot we had those. It's still hanging on her tail, probably.
You can also, if you need to think of more questions, message us too.
Okay. I guess sounds good. She pieces out and walks off.
Okay. You guys stand there in the kind of the densely packed, crowded streets. You still see the banners flying all throughout the streets as people are still celebrating this week-long festival, starting the new age, the Age of Ascension. You guys see as Nahiri just kind of goes and just disappears in the crowd. I know Afi, you all just gonna go follow Okri to the marketplace.
I'm following Afi.
With that slip, did I get information on where a fence would be?
Where the fence?
Yes.
Oh. Where the fence? You guess you had the slip for the goat.
No, not that. I went to the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, you went to the Thieves Guild.
Thieves Cannon, looking for a fence, trying to sell something. And then they pointed me towards a piece of paper slip sort of thing.
Yeah, you see there's some names on it.
Okay.
That's right, remember you went to the wall. There's some names over, kind of check out some of the people in the districts, They're showing, look, basically, it's kind of just tells you, like, friendly merchants who don't care what they take.
Okay. I'm going to go over and peruse the list of names and try to find the pertaining shops in the market district to at least one of these people.
Okay,
So I
take
can sell
two.
this axe.
You should get, like, 45 minutes to kind of get to one of the real designated merchant districts.
Okay.
That's right. You guys are all, I guess, are you following them as well, both?
Yeah, I guess Belra will follow the majority since it looks like Okri is on a mission.
Okay. Guys, all four, Belrothian, Ibalsa, Afi, and Okri, all four of you are heading off to the merchant district. 45 minutes. As you get there, you quickly see some of the distinct names and shop names you see there, Okri.
Okay. I guess I'll try to find a familiar one off the list. And I turn around to the group and I say, "This will only take a dwarven minute. I'll be right back."
Belro stares at you with a doubtful expression on his face. Because he knows exactly that that's not a real unit of measurement of time.
Was this a great axe, by the way?
The axe you got from? Yes, it is.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, cool. I walk in and I go straight up to the counter. If the clerk's busy, I wait. Until then, I get looking
Kind of
around.
busy. After a little bit of time, you see
Okay.
a couple minutes. You're able to talk with the clerk.
I unhinge the battle axe from my belt and bring it up onto the counter. And I also take out the vials and neatly place them right next to it and say, "I managed to procure this great battle axe through a very poor battle."
Honestly, as you pull out the axe, you just see the merchant appears kind of, magical weapon. As you pull, you do notice that the merchant eyes do kind of get wide when they see you bring up those 3 vials, and they start
Yeah.
like looking around.
And I point towards the branding of the axe from the smith and say, "A very good steel and source."
And you do realize you're just talking to a middle-aged man. He just stares at it. "If you say so."
I have been told this is magical.
He kind of leans forward towards you, kind of getting close.
And I'm saying in Thieves' Cant, basically, talking all throughout this is, "Look, I want to get this off my back. I have no use for it. It's magical. I know you need a profit. I need one as well. Let's figure this out."
You guys are discussing the trade arrangements. You do see he's talking in
And I
Thieves'
also
Cant back
yeah,
to you,
okay.
saying, "Where did you get the drugs?"
And he basically takes one and doesn't slot it into the axe, but rests it right above where the slot would be, and says, "These are the only ones that these types of liquid," I don't say drug out loud, and say, "these were on the body of the corpse along with the axe."
Saying the Thieves' Camp?
Yes.
As you see more, as you kind of discussion goes, see the merchants kind of just more looking around. Looks like they were kind of being aware of, looking at the other kind of people, other shoppers who are kind of browsing. And
Mhm.
you seem to be having this nice discussion normally to the untrained eye. And at Thieves' Camp, he asks you, "Are you a guard?"
And kind of double takes. Was like, "I'm a mercenary. Don't put me up with that stuff. Coin's my trade."
They seem, you see they roll. Wait, you roll persuasion when you said that too?
Oh.
They believe you. Doesn't matter. So they're gonna believe you about that. They're gonna go reach for the vials. As you see this person look at it. And they're going back to calm and they say, "You don't need these."
I have seen what they do. A trained soldier is best with an unclouded mind on the battlefield. Those send you into a berserk rage. If you have someone you wish to die, but you want them to kill someone. I'm saying this in Thieves' Camp, but I'm basically also saying in common how it has a great sheen on the axe, well polished. Did it myself. But in common, I mean, in Thieves' Cant, I continue to say basically, the person you send to kill others, they won't remember it. But if they truly want to, they might.
I mean, yeah, and they're just gonna kind of cut you off in common. You've never used these before, have you?
And I say, "No, wouldn't touch the thing. Only seen it happen to be used. It seems to enhance your strength."
they're telling you, I'll give you 15 gold for each of the sticks. And they tell you the price. The original price would be 200 if you're using your extra ability to get a better price. You have to add it up.
Out of the game, 200 for a rare.
200 for the axe. Axe we got from the
Berserker axe.
that was
Maybe send that
a
over.
uncommon item.
That's a rare.
They offer you I guess they offer you the 700 for it.
And he says, "Pah, I don't think so. I'm not about to be gypped here." He takes it back up.
They look at this nodding and say, I'll take the sticks off your hands.
No. I'll find a better place.
Saying, very well. Have a good festival.
And I go out looking grumpy. And I kind of yell back through the doorway as I'm leaving. You wouldn't know talent and quality if it hit you in the face.
You can see an angry dwarf leave a shop and just yell back at him.
So, is anyone hungry?
Yes, I don't think we eaten for a while.
Yeah.
Well, is there any food stalls nearby?
There is food stalls all over the place. As you guys have came to understanding that during this festival, there's food stalls all around, and it is all free.
Free?
What do you mean technically?
It is paid by the crown.
I was gonna say, out of character, technically,
5-finger discount.
you can take anything you want. At any
Why is
point
he
in time.
non-beef saying that?
That was out of character, I'm just saying.
I know.
So you know if any of the food carts are open. If you want to go to a shop, you will still have to pay for your meals there, as you'll also get the a place to sit down and relax. But anything over on these carts that are offered are free.
Okay. Sorry. Eve looks around, and are there any carts selling fruit with like a spiced sauce on it?
Usually plain ones look like they have there's like a dessert card. Some have fruit. Pretty sure you definitely can find one if you look for enough.
I look for meat.
You can definitely find those.
Big drumstick.
But it is searches for food. You guys mostly find whatever you were looking for.
I start munching down on it for free.
Just walking around, you just find your food to eat.
Yep.
Everyone else just eating, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I look at Dorothy and eating a salad.
Well, I wouldn't go so far to say as he's a salad eater. He just doesn't eat a lot all at once.
Leaf muncher.
No. Stop putting your ideals on my character.
Rabbit food.
Anyway.
Bark sucker.
Barks. That sounds gross.
Are you joining in their hunt for food real quick?
No, I'm sucking on an egg, boiled egg, and I'm gonna go on to the next shop, looking for a better price.
Okay. You guys are sort of eating, and you guys are just kind of eating, following this kind of angry dwarf. Just keeps telling it. Looks like he's talking about how he doesn't want to get gypped and everything.
And I pretty much complain. This axe is at least worth 1,000 gold. How dare he?
You guys are hunting down right now. We're gonna go back to Nahiri.
Okay.
Here, you do know what place you were looking for.
Oh.
You've slowly made your way. You do know kind of the general hideout you were looking for.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
your way there.
Okay. She's making her way there.
Yeah, as you approach the door, you do see there's a little slot.
Is a slot? What do I do?
Do you knock on it, or are you just gonna try to open the door?
I guess knock.
You do a little secret little knock, and the slot kind of opens.
She flashes her badge.
Close. After a little closing, looks at it, closes, and you see that the door opens.
Okay.
See a little hooded guard there. Motions for you to go in.
she goes in. She probably does a couple times.
So then you walk down some of the dark corners, kind of dark hallway into this, kind of goes underneath the streets. Feel you might be underneath some of the other shops or homes around. And first thing you notice is when you walk in, there's a lot more people in this kind of hideout than you've ever seen before for the Thieves Guild. You see a lot more, and you also see there's quite a number of them are actually bandaged up.
Ooh.
She walked up. There's several of them are like they're even getting treated right now. There's several who are leaning against a wall. They look like they kind of be heavy bandages, heavy with red. There's crimson. Kind of looks like some of their clothes are damp.
Oh, good lord.
And you do see a familiar face of Darkfeather, kind of in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Looks like he's directing people around, other members.
I'm gonna go talk to Darkfeather. And approach him.
And as you approach Darkfeather, he seems to be telling him where to take some of the injured thieves.
Okay. As I approach him, you hear you just like, what happened here?
And he just kind of just turns around, see he's kind of looks like he's kind of on edge. You see in his eyes, he's just kind of wide, like he's kind of short on sleep, or kind of like looking for something, and just Harry. You do notice he also has some bandages written on him.
I was gone for barely a day? What in the world happened?
A lot has happened. Well, how did the job go?
Well, let's see. The venue got attacked. The thing that I did end up stealing got taken back because of some fortune-telling dwarf man.
See the look of puzzlement on his face as you're telling him the story.
And now I am being... actually, roll perception to see if anyone's listening on this.
You do know there's a lot of thieves around. You could always try talking to go into one of the corners.
She kind of looks...
Or to lean in and whisper.
Yeah. She pauses at that and kind of looks. She's like, "Can we tell somewhere private?"
I don't know if there's much areas that are private now, but kind of points to one of the table. Looks like there's only a few people over there.
Okay.
Over to one side. It's kind of you see him move some boxes over the side. Goes and checks one of the other people and just goes and kind of covers there. It looks like he puts his hand over them and he closes their eyes.
Nahiri kind of just like looks, and are there like any like young ones there? Like,
There's
not quite adults, like younger.
there's some younger members. You do see there's a wide range of the members in the room. It looks like they're all kind of busy checking on others, and some look like to be they're on very high alert.
Oh, her heart's like silently breaking. Okay, so she. Before I continue my story, what happened here?
He's kind of just seemed kind of messing with the bandage he has wrapped around kind of his torso area. The assassin guilds. They're
Are they targeting the Thieves Guild?
half of them are. There apparently is a coup, I believe, going on. Something big is going on. I don't know who is in charge, but it appears half of the assassin guild are attacking all those who are, I would say, loyal to the High Lord.
Well, then this should be some good information for you. You were correct. The Assassin's Guild have aligned themselves with... Oh, what was that lord's name? I don't remember right now.
Are you talking about the families, or...?
Yeah. The lord they aligned themselves with. I believe we know that, right? No? Okay, I've got too many notes. I didn't organize
You do
them.
know you do know the Strago family
Yeah.
has very strong ties with the Assassin's Guild.
Oh, okay.
With Assassin Guilds.
Long story short, Darkfeather, there's going to be a civil war.
You see a big look of kind of very amazed and confused look all at once as he Seems we just take it in and between the guilds.
Yes and no. The guilds are being involved, unfortunately, but it's going to be with the princes. Do you remember the king passed and he didn't choose an heir? Well, he essentially is having them fight for the crown now. 2 lords are neutral. The other 2, I believe.
You speak of the crown princes?
Yeah.
The high lords?
Mm-hmm.
Why would that doesn't make sense. So what does all this have to do with Freehaven?
They want Freehaven, but Lord, I forgot his name.
High Lord Bosses?
Fastest thing.
Who wants Freehaven?
Lord Faustus's brothers, or is it uncles?
Uncles.
Uncles? Shoot, I did not write down their family tree. This is why I don't do info. Lord Faustus's uncles wants Freehaven, but Lord Faustus wants to make sure it stays, well, Freehaven essentially. If they get control of Freehaven, they're going to make us slaves.
How would they have any control of the assassin guilds? Are the families of them?
The Strago family has aligned with the uncles, yes. So it's probably
You can kind of sigh. This is not good. Assassins, the marks are undecisive. They will not go at. They will not face off against each other.
what?
He says the marks.
The marks?
You would know the marks are the leaders of the assassin guilds.
Oh, okay.
He's not.
Do you know of any way to make to essentially stop the Assassin's Guild? To get them back on Lord Boss's side?
I do not know what was offered to them to make them turn. Is the Strago family acting alone?
No, there's quite a few of them.
Of the families?
So let's see.
You can roll history. If you
Yeah,
want
I
to make
don't.
it
I
easier.
can't. Yeah, please save me.
You can roll history if you want to try to remember the names.
So that is 16 plus history. 16 plus 7.
So you remember the Narn family, Strago family, and the Durberg family.
The Durber?
Yes.
Okay.
You do remember that they were, and the Navistov family were said to be turning against Lord Faustus.
Okay. I relay all that back to Darkfather.
As you look, he just seems to just take it all in.
Darkfather, I have been hired by Lord Faustus to essentially, with some other agents, to help stop this.
Well, what does the High Lord want us to do? Did he give you any directions?
Yes. Essentially, we need to take back the black markets. The first step, anyways. He says we need to find someone named Athos.
See, as he kind of perks up, Athos.
Mm-hmm.
He would know what to do. What do you need Athos? Or just to...
We do have some questions for him, but also, and she kind of leans in like whispers, we're looking for another member by the name of Shaw.
You see his eyes kind of go wide. It's that serious. Do not use that name freely. You can hear him as he whispers it to your ear. Just do not use that name freely. Athos would know. And he kind of stops him. You see his head kind of perks up. Quiet! And he just yells up, like, quiet to the rest of the room. Just goes quiet. And you just hear like kind of a loud banging on it. Boom, boom, boom. Like from the other side of the chambers. Just door just busts open. You see some other cloaked more individuals just walk in as all the thieves kind of just back away from that side of the room. As you do notice these are not thieves, and you do see familiar markings that mark them as assassins. They all seem to be very armed, and you see actually a very familiar figure that you saw on the boat.
Oh yeah.
When you were up on the high ship, you do see a familiar person. You looks like the individual you first saw, who tried to assassinate the High Lord. They're finally dressed with the mask, and they seem to have their very familiar sword. And this time they look to have a great metal gauntlet on one hand.
Okay.
And with that, as they're approaching, you start hearing them like, "Now you can surrender, and we will give you your life, or you can fight, and you will die. Join us." As you hear him talking, Dark Feather just kind of leans into you. Go to the Gilded Isle.
Gilded Isle?
To the Gilded Isle. In the main guild hall. We'll find Athos.
Okay.
And these are, you see slowly he kind of just pulls out his knife. And just motions, go.
Alright.
You see just
good hunting.
He pulls out his knife and all the other thieves just, you see this, all like knives are being pulled out. And just as you kind of go and kind of leave, you're going to motion to go towards the. You see the familiar appearance of the guard who met you at the door. It's motioning out. Okay. Some of the other injured thieves are being brought out. As the other thieves you just hear a sword character like run in a clash. Office forces they just start fighting. You hear screams and just start what you would know would be combat.
Okay. She's going to help she's going to grab like the closest injured person and carry them out.
Alright. You grab this injured person, you're going out back to the entrance in. You do see the thieves are kind of just going and disappearing in with the crowd as they're carrying out the injured and kind of faking their injuries, kind of just walking amongst the other people.
Okay.
One of the other guild members just gives you a nod and grabs the injured individual you have.
Okay. I guess I'm going to go blend into the crowd and try to get back to my party.
Okay.
Or actually, I'm going to go straight to probably just go to the guild hall. That's probably the general area they should
You
be.
do know that the Gilded Isle isn't one of the other islands.
Oh, one of the other islands.
It is, you are currently on the Lady or the Muse. You actually need to find a way to get to the Gilded Isle.
Okay. Should probably go find my party then.
Okay. How are you going to go find them?
I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna launch myself up into the air and look for Angry Dwarf, probably yelling somewhere.
I'm
gonna
you
probably
do remember you do have a way to.
Oh yeah! God! I'm just gonna forget because it's still her tail. It has been there the entire time. Just has it wrapped
Write
around.
it down.
It is written down on my character sheet that is folded neatly.
Sending stone. Can't talk with party members.
Equipment.
But it's so much. That's just I have
Put it in your notes on every page until you remember.
Just put it in like right in the corner with exclamation marks.
Yeah.
Underlining it.
Yes, multiple
Bold
underlines.
it.
There.
Italicize it. Comic Sans.
Okay. Well, she's gonna perch herself up on a roof, away, and then I guess like, grab the sending stone. And call. How does sending stone work?
So
Ring ring.
When you hold the sending stone, you just think of a name, or you can say a name, a person you know, and kind of visualize how they look, and then you're able to send a message to them.
Okay. The only one thing she can think of at this moment would be Ibolsa.
question though, like for whenever we use them, are we doing it like original or like the way we've done it before?
What you guys get free to use. They're at will.
Okay, cool.
Unlimited uses.
Awesome.
Sweet.
25 words.
So, by the way, were these on like a necklace or something? Or?
Yeah, they're giving you their own
Okay,
necklace.
okay, yeah, Eve's wearing hers then.
Yeah. So she it's still wrapped around her tail, and she just kind of calls up Ibolsa. Ring ring, I guess.
So I guess we're walking down. Eve stops walking and like puts her hand on the pendant.
Okay.
I imagine we notice.
Yeah. And she just, Nahiri?
Is this Eve? How does this thing work?
Yeah, this is Eve.
Hey, I just got done at the guild. We need to meet up now.
We're all in the marketplace.
Where?
What's
Close to shop?
the closest shop?
You know it's like the consensus. You're more familiar with the island.
Yeah.
You do know it's the closest market district.
Yeah, it's just the closest market district.
Okay, I'll be there in a moment. Don't move.
Alright.
And I guess,
Are you gonna just go as fast as you can head over there?
yeah, she's gonna
Yeah, you
speed.
get there a little definitely faster because you're gonna just beat the crowd as you're just kind of flying over them.
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 14.
You do notice there is a lot larger number of Eric Croker who kind of just are staring at you as you're flying by.
Perception to, or do I know them?
Boy.
I'm gonna roll history if I know them or if I can tell if they're assassins. Oh wow. No, that's me. Nat one.
That one.
Nat one.
You are
Eight,
too
technically.
concerned with meeting with your party to really know at this point. You do notice that there is more on the roofs, and you do know they are of the crow variant of Eric Croker's. All of them. Crow or raven.
Like Dark Feather.
Yeah.
That's her first thought. She's like, oh, there's more of him. Okay.
Nahiri's gonna catch up with us real quick, you guys. We should stay here.
Is that fine with you, Okri?
I guess we just stop and I go to the shop at wherever is closest.
We hear
So-
Dwarven yelling from the inside.
Yeah. So when I say that, I turn and there he's gone.
He's walking off.
You do, while they're all waiting, as you go in the shop, you do find one of the shops, and it sounds like they are interested for the weapon.
And this time, before bringing it out, I keep 2 of the vials because I'm an alchemist. I'm going to see if I can recreate them without the susceptible effects of
Okay.
rage.
They offer you 1,000 for all 3 items.
Okay, I give it up, and I have the biggest smile on my face.
Okay.
And I come back out.
So you guys wait only a couple minutes while you're waiting, and as the dwarf goes in, comes back out, just looks like he's counting some of his coins.
Volsa's on her tiptoes trying to scan over the heads of the crowd, but she can't.
If I asked for them in platinum, would I be able to get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I notice that Ibalsa is scanning, trying to
You're
scan?
right there, then yeah.
All right, I lift up Ibalsa.
I struggle immediately. I'm startled.
Straight chest.
Okay.
Okay. You are contesting this.
So it's just normal strength, right?
Um,
Or would it be
are you going to contest it, or
Yeah.
athletics?
you can roll athletics?
Athletics, okay.
Okay.
While they're shenanigans,
23.
Belro would use his height to look through the crowd.
Okay.
Alfie, what are you
Don't see
doing?
this guy.
You look like you needed help.
Could you put me down, please?
Okay. I set Ibalsa down.
Thanks.
That's about another 10 minutes. You do see the familiar look. You guys, even if you were especially looking, you see the familiar look of Nahiri kind of flying over the crowd.
Belro would just point silently.
I'll look.
There she is.
Okay. So I guess once
You were in the market district. You know that.
yeah. Do I see them?
Roll perception.
17 plus whatever.
Okay.
21.
As you look around, you see the fiery hair of a large woman over down below, over by close to one of the shops.
Thick.
Didn't say that. But as you do see do see the group as they're all kind of you see the familiar Belrothian just kind of pointing up at you.
Okay. She's going to essentially dive down and like land in front of them, probably out of breath and a little panicked, honestly.
Nahiri, are you alright?
We gotta go.
What happened?
The guild hall was attacked. We got to go.
Go where?
And then I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can tell if any assassins have followed me.
Okay. Whenever you can, also use your
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration because I can never roll good ones. My hands are sweaty.
roll in the rolling box.
Okay, so 10. So 14. So I'm gonna use.
With
Can I-
14, can't really tell. You're kind of in the crowd, kind of in the crowd, and everyone's constantly moving. It'd be kind of hard. You do know if you were to maybe rise up, it might be easier for you to spot them. But you do know you'd be able to be spotted a lot easier.
Yeah.
So as far right now, you do not know.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Tell them what the hell happened.
Not here. We need to get someplace we can talk privately now. You guys see, she's panicked. She
There's-
probably does. She have blood on her from carrying that wounded?
Let's clean it off.
No. I mean,
You have
she
some
can
on your
fly.
hands and maybe a little bit on your sleeves.
Belro just silently cleans it. He doesn't want anything happening by people panicking by seeing blood.
She's panicking.
Yeah.
It's gone now, so you know.
There should be an inn that we can rent a room at.
Okay. You can kind of just see she's looking around a lot, like she's just like scanning
It's
everybody.
gonna lead everyone to an inn.
You guys all got to follow
Yeah.
Boston?
Yeah.
Okay. They follow you. You find a nearby inn. It looks like it's kind of an opening entrance. Looks like there's people eating there. You kind of go find the main entrance. There's a person waiting at the front of the floor. They're behind a desk.
Hello.
You see looks like a tiefling. Just a tiefling, young tieflings. Hello.
Could I rent a room from you?
You see, he just kind of eyes all the bunch.
It's a meeting room. Do you have meeting rooms?
Oh, we do have private dining.
That's close enough, I think.
We get to eat more.
Could we rent a private dining room, please?
Oh, that'll be.
Okri just stumbles up and barges us. I've just had payday!
That's good to hear. It will be. It will be. How long are you going to wish for this?
Half an hour at most.
I'm afraid you must rent it for an hour.
Okay, and a feast.
I don't think we have time for a feast.
We can always save it for later.
We can bring you
And
drinks and
I
beverages.
pat my bag of holding.
We can
That's
bring
just
you
gross.
drinks and beverages. We are pretty busy. I do not know if an hour would be time to get you food.
Ah, not even snacks?
We have some
Bread,
Dry.
cheese?
We
Meat?
we could probably bring those in.
That'll do.
With some spices. Alright, well, with extra, that'll be 15 gold.
Bring a cask of ale and I'll make it 20.
Done.
And he plops a bag of 20 gold on the counter.
Okay, see, he kind of counts it. Right this way.
Thank you.
You just follow him. He shows you to a room. He just opens the door. It's like the room is. It's kind of more in the back area of the building, and you do see stuff. There's really not too many windows. Looks like there might be one window kind of in the back. That looks like it's kind of fortified and doesn't open. Comments? We will bring you your refreshments shortly. Please be at ease. Close the door.
Thank you for getting that, Okri.
Ah, I wanted ale. If we're having a meeting, we might as well drink.
Okay.
It softens the bad news. That's what the looks on this one's face tells me.
Yeah.
The entire time, she's had her hands on her daggers the entire time. And I'm gonna roll perception again to see if the room looks secure.
No.
Or if I can, yeah. No.
Use Ashley's wrestling ring.
Is that we're gonna call it the wrestling ring?
It's an
Dice
octagon.
ring.
May I? Well, you already rolled. Oh,
You did
true.
already roll.
Okay. So that would be. I'm just gonna use passive perception.
Alright. It looks pretty, looks like it's pretty clean. You don't think anyone else has been using it today.
Can I tell if anyone's like in the room next to us or anything, or?
You could check, listen, hear. There's a pretty nice wall between you.
Okay, I'm gonna lean against the wall so we can hear any voices.
You hear some faint noises, but you don't know if it's another meeting room or if it's just a kitchen. You're not sure what kind of room is on the other side of this. but you can hear some faint voices, but you know you really have to be listening to hear it.
Okay. She's gonna sit down and take a deep breath.
After a couple minutes go by, your refreshments are brought in. There's bread, cheese, kind of dried meat. There's a whole cask is brought in with the drinks, and there's other drinks, like some like ale. Some more forms of spirits are brought into you in the trays. And you kind of just give a slight bow, and as they leave.
I don't even heed the bow. I rush to go over to the cask and fill up my flask.
Okay.
Okay, so Nahiri, what happened?
I got to the guild and I spoke with one of my informants. As we were talking, though, the Assassin's Guild attacked.
And Okri spits out his ale. Assassins are the worst kind.
Were you
Agreed.
injured?
I'm fine. My guild not so much. This wasn't their first attack. How they found our location, I don't know. But I don't know if they made it out. The guards helped me sneak out the back way. I got some information though. I know where what's his name is. Athos. I know where to go, at least for that. But we do need to be careful. I think the assassins have moved into the town.
Well, obviously.
From what it sounded like from my informant, he said it sounds like only half of the Assassin's Guild has been hired, not the full.
Interesting. Okay, well, that's a little more optimistic than I was expecting.
Definitely. That, if it's only half, the rest, I would hate to see what would happen if they had the full guild on their side.
Now, were you followed?
I sure as hell hope not.
Okri's gonna go over the door and just shoves his gigantic tower shield up against under the doorknob.
As you do that, you do know that the door is open sideways.
Shh. Okay, I wouldn't do that if I noticed that.
Okay.
Obviously.
I don't know, would
You
you?
know you can tie them closed.
Yeah. I take out a chain.
Okay. He's gonna go and put a chain around it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You all see him just chain it up, chain up the door so they can't be opened from the outside. Well, easily.
And he looks back over his shoulder. Don't worry. If need be, I can break it down.
He kind of just like chuckles, like that kind of helps like lift her spirit a little bit.
So where do we need to go?
We need to go to the Gilded Isles.
Oh. Alright.
How are we gonna get there is the question.
We'll just rent a boat. Pay for passage.
Those of you who are familiar with there, you guys do know you can rent a boat. If you have the money, you can get an airship.
I have no idea how to do this.
Yep, you do not. You are new to these islands.
Okri thinks about the thought of an airship, but then decides it's too expensive.
Sure.
The one who just spent 20 gold on a thing of ale.
Clement.
That's in his dark secret of doesn't want to be in the air again.
No, really? After that demonic sprawling on the floor?
Hey, he was attached to a rail by a climber's kit and harness.
Nahiri, you wouldn't happen to know, like, the makeup of the Assassin's Guild? Who they generally hire?
DM, do I know?
You heard them in the conversation. You can roll history. You know the leaders are called the Marks.
The marks. Okay.
So as like you do know the main leaders for all the Assassin's Guilds are the Marks, and you do know just like guilds they have different jobs.
Mm-hmm.
They can go and so it's like kind of like how the dance troupe you or a thief you're hired for different jobs. You can work for different people.
Question about my character. Since he's vehemently against assassins because it puts a bad look on mercenaries. Whenever he finds them, he would kill them, but also interrogate them beforehand. Would he know anything about marks as well?
The Marks you do not know. The Marks unless she tells you you do not know anything Marks. Marks would be strictly a free haven thing.
Okay.
Okay.
What do I know about assassins, though?
You do know they work kind of like the mercenary guilds. You do know they can get hired for certain jobs. They work get hired for certain jobs, and what's that? It depends on who hires them for what job, what they can do. They don't always kill people. Sometimes they are guards, just kind of stealthy guards.
One thing, as I've been traveling around killing assassins as well, I've been going up against them and learning how they, I guess, fight. Would I know, perchance, the type of fighting style or weapons they generally use in this location or region?
With Freehaven, you hear what thoughts that you would know. With Freehaven is you do know that they can have a bunch of different methods because you do know they can buy them if they have the means, getting different methods. So you don't know what to expect. You do know where you're from. You do know of bombs. You do know poison would be unheard of. Mostly, if they were going to attack a armored individual, they'd usually use traps where you're from. Traps are the terrain to their advantage.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll history, see how much I remember.
Can
And
I help
I'm
her with that?
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
If it's a bad roll, I'm also using.
No, you'll get advantage right now.
So I'm gonna tell you a small tidbit of assassins, or my character's going to help you.
So as you Pokey goes in a long tale of his time hunting assassins down, you're just
Okay,
sitting
so
there
the
kind
10
of
is
taking
better.
it in.
10 plus what?
Your history. Or whatever it is for real.
History. So it'll be
10.
17.
You know that along with what you've heard, you do know the marks are in charge. You do know each of the marks is in charge of a certain specialized faction of each of the guilds. You do know the guilds are specialized in 4 kind of distinct groups, and usually the groups are consistent of who they specialize in killing or working for.
Mm-hmm. Do I know each of those factions or no?
You do know the 4 marks. You do know there is the death mark,
Okay.
there is the birth mark, there's the beauty mark, and there's the trade mark.
Wait, hold on. Death, birth, beauty, and trade?
And death, birth, beauty, and trade.
Okay. Do I know what each insinuate or no? I just know of them.
You can pretty much guess of what they're called is kind of who they deal with. And with Dark Feather, you do know that the marks do not go against each other.
Okay.
So you believe you don't know too much, but you believe they do have a kind of written pact that they do to keep from infighting.
Ooh.
Yay. Get hold of that pact.
So do you talk about that to us?
Before she does, she's gonna get a swig of ale.
Okay.
She likes her alcohol too.
I pour you a strong one.
She appreciates.
He says, "Now speak, girl."
So, you guys wanted to learn about the Assassin's Guild. Well, each of their leaders are known by a mark. There's the Death Mark, Birth Mark, Beauty Mark, and Trade Mark.
I believe you're forgetting.
Is that real?
In my line of experience working with merchants, there's a special one called the copyright mark. Be careful, it's dangerous.
He was trying not to laugh. I was just like, okay, I'll make sure to write that down. And yes, to answer your question, Ebalsa, it is a real thing. They have a written pact, and so that there's no infighting amongst them. But each mark specializes in different jobs.
Which one specializes in killing royalty?
Ooh, I bet I know this one. Is it Death Mark?
I would assume so.
You have no clue.
Oh. The figure just kind of shrugs. You're like, honest to God, I have no idea.
Question mark.
That's my guess then.
The question mark. Yeah.
I would imagine either death or beauty. Royalties like their beauty stuff.
Well, what about Athos?
I was told that he is currently at our other guild hall that I mentioned earlier.
Alright, then we should make our way there, correct?
That would be the next course of options if we still want to find Athos. She's taking another swig. And she's gonna hide some cheese in her purse, by the way.
Okay.
We should probably keep an eye out just to make sure we're not being followed.
Definitely. I did see an odd amount of Aarakocra around. I think we definitely need to keep an eye out on them. Aarakocra make really good scouts.
Well, anything with wings would.
True. She kind of flexes her wings a little bit,
Yeah.
like stretching. She just flew really far. She's not stretching them to show them off. She's just like,
Are you sure about that?
uh-huh.
Too bad. Yeah. After you guys go through the invasion, you guys realize you're at kind of knock at the door. You realize your hours coming up.
Didn't we get 2 hours?
No, we got
No, just 1 hour.
Just 1 hour? Okay.
I take the chains off gently, not to damage the wood.
As you're kind of moving the chains, you do hear what's that sound?
That's my equipment.
All right. May I come in?
You may.
See, kind of the door just opens up, side open. Well, your hour is up unless you wish to rent it for another hour.
No, we're good, thank you.
Of course.
Do you know where the nearest boat rental is?
Well, if you go head towards one of the nearest canals, you can usually find someone willing to take you in. Unless are you looking for another district or to?
Yes, we're going to.
Another island.
Oh,
Isles.
you might have to go to one of the ports or one of the hospital towers and get one of the sky ships.
And how
Thank you
much
very
would that cost?
I am not a merchant, nor do I work there. I am merely working here at this tavern.
We appreciate your help and thank you for the meeting room. The ale was delicious.
Of course.
And
You
she's gonna
come
start
back.
walking out.
Having the cask over my shoulder, kind of carrying it like a boombox would.
I'm glad you found it satisfactory.
I guess we're all walking out.
And
Thanks again. And you also.
Okay. I was gonna go as you see you guys more people go in there and they're clearing the room out.
okay.
As you guys start exiting out, you are all free to make a perception check.
Sure. Since we're all on the alert, we know that.
What about my passive of 17?
Oh man, it's nice not having sushi.
Okay, so
Making
it's-
you like,
Where's Saoirse? Hey, stop
What's that?
copying.
You see a couple cloaked figures.
Cool, I got an 18.
cloak.
You notice there's actually some Aarakocra that he was telling you about, kind of on the roof out of this building.
Can I? Okay, so does the Sunning Stone have a group call option?
And you're all within close to each other. Just say it out or do a group huddle.
No.
We'll say for sake, yeah, you can do an all call.
Okay.
Is there a long distance feed?
You've also just kind of like, it looks like she's just fiddling with the pendant, and she messages or sends everyone, we're being watched by the Aarakocra, do not look up. Continue walking.
I look up.
I hold mine and I say, you don't have to tell me twice. I hate looking up.
As you look up, you do see these Aarakocra to talk about, and they'll just kind of stare back down at you.
I look down.
Okay. I'm gonna haul the cask back onto my cart and wagon. Yeah, it is a cart. Sorry, not wagon. Cart. And unbind the tarp, put it in, tie it back up.
You guys notice that with your passage of 17, you said?
Yeah.
You do notice those cloaked individuals, they seem to be kind of moving around, and it looks like there might be slowly getting more and more of them.
More and more. So I say, without the sending stone, it's like, it seems the cloaked figures are multiplying.
Keep your voice down.
Here he's like just silently groaning.
You do notice I guess if you were all paying attention, you see notice, while they do outnumber you, they're not making a move against you. They're all kind of watching, kind of playing back,
And
kind of shifting between the crowd.
as I'm riding on my cart, I'm taking out a couple of fish hooks and sharpening them on a whetstone. And I'm basically just going to say, I'd rather be in the water if we fall off of a ship rather than the air.
Yeah, that's a bit of a less of a drop.
Agreed.
Okay, then let's go find a ship.
Eve also leads them towards the an overpass, so like we're underneath.
Underneath the canal?
Yeah.
Okay. You go underneath them. You know there'll be less people down there.
She's looking around to make sure that the Aarakocra don't have eyes on us.
You look around and you notice there's quite a bit of croaker in there, kind of on all the buildings.
So creepy.
So she does the group call thing. We need to find an airship.
An airship? Why an airship?
Because out loud you said boat.
And?
They'll expect us to go on a boat. Maybe they'll
Precisely.
find. Yeah.
If we're surrounded, I can swing any direction.
Here I thought you were trying to give them the slip.
No. They're weak. They'll be felled by my blade.
They can also fly, so we can't see them coming
I have
if we take an airship.
I have thunder
That'd be good with water.
or sky. Either one.
I know how to swim. I can't fly.
Neither can I.
Here he turns to Belle. You got any suggestions? You're the one with the guard experience.
I'm but just a soldier, not a guard, but
She does the soldier.
I have been a soldier. If you're asking for an opinion, then we must have an open area that we can fight. Away from the public eye to not involve innocents.
The canals are going to be pretty full.
On an open ship, it won't be.
But if we are going to another island, don't we need a port?
Yes.
Not the canals.
Well, they open up.
You guys know you can take a ship to take you to the ports from the canals.
We must hurry then.
All right, yeah.
Good.
So airship or port?
We'll go port. Okri brings up a really good point.
You guys, you're kind of down the lower sections, kind of heading underneath the canals. You see there's a bunch of the boat tradesmen. You still see a lot of them are giving rides to people. There's also a lot more waiting to give rides. There's notice to be less people, and you guys being ever alert, you do see those cloaked figures kind of watching from up above, in the walkways up above.
I'm gonna ask the wizard here. Elf, I have heard tales of magical means of talking to one another. Do you have such a means?
Holds up our group sending stone.
Not that. By your own skill.
He reflects a moment. Kinda exhales air through his nose. No, that is not something that I have at this time.
I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. And he takes out a piece of parchment, and out of his bags he grabs one of his rocks, and he starts writing in common in it.
Okay.
And basically what it says is, don't involve the innocents. Meet us on a deck, otherwise you're all sissy pansies.
Oh my god.
And he wraps it around the rock and ties it, and then he throws it up onto one of the roofs where one of them are at. Not trying to hit them.
You just prepare to throw it down to them.
Yeah.
As you throw it up, you wake up and you see the rocket thrown in the water.
Okay. He just cusses in Dwarven and shakes his fist.
Old man yells at Cloud.
Thank you.
I hear you sighing. She's just covering her face like this. Like she's just like, oh my gosh, this dwarf is gonna get me killed.
There's most like there are some of the boatsman kind of approaching you guys, asking if you want a lift.
Yes. Could you take us to one of the ports?
Of course, of course. Come in. He's showing his boat.
Do you have room for a cart?
And, mountain ram.
If you sit on the cart and the ram, I could probably squeeze you in.
I can do that.
Oh, okay. Kind of motions for y'all in. He just kind of just telling you like, oh, are you here for the weather? Or are you guys just kind of heading down the canal?
Yes.
As he makes conversations, you're gonna head down the canal to the port. We're gonna go in over to Saoirse. See what
Hey.
Okay. What's this say?
So Saoirse, since you left the group, you were taken towards a. They kind of showed you the way back to one of the ports. Get you as quickly as you could, and for the music, they gave you a. Kind of gave you a ride over kind of the quickest way there. You were escorted, and they dropped you off at one of the ports.
With no incident.
But no one's in. Wow. You do know the others are still up in the airship as they flew you down.
Okay.
So you're making your way through to the port. They told you you will be you were to meet one of the marshals there.
Okay. I guess along the way, I just like keep an eye out for anything like out of the ordinary by my eyes. But even then, I'm in a city, so everything's out of the ordinary to me anyway. But like, if anything seems amiss, I'm gonna keep an eye out on the way to the port.
Okay. You keeping an eye on them?
Yeah.
What are you exactly you be looking for?
Possible threats to, if anything. If I recognize any, no, I wouldn't recognize anyone.
I'm just kind of keeping your guard up from all
Yes.
that's happened.
Yeah, using my passive.
Okay. And from that, you don't really have too much of a problem as you're making your way.
Okay. Do I make it to the port?
You make your way to the port, and I am missing my booklet for that. There it is. As you approach the port, you do see there's many people at work. They look like they're getting the ships ready. A lot of them look like they're kind of on standby from what you heard, or from what you've heard about the pirates.
Okay.
You do know you were told to kind of show your kind of badge. Go to one of the guards and show your badge that you were kind of given.
Out of game. What's this badge?
You were given with a little badge along with the stones towards of that you're an agent. Can you agree to join? Be an agent for the High Lord?
Wait, what's this stone?
The sending
You got
stone.
Oh, that. Oh, I also have that as well. Okay, cool.
You were there before they had I believe everyone got one.
I don't remember.
Out again. I can't remember either. But
Okay,
anyway,
we'll just
I go up to one of the guards and I ask, "Where's the marshal?" And I like hold my badge up at the same time.
Me and Marshal Neville.
Yes, Marshal. Yeah, I was told to come here to.
You see him kind of put his head down.
What's the matter?
He's over there. You'll know when you meet him.
All right. That way. Yeah.
Yeah, he's over there.
Okay, I head to the direction he pointed.
And you head your way down to some of the other ships, and you see all the dock workers moving. By the guard, he kind of points to an individual who's kind of looking at the ships. You see kind of an armored individual. Looks like they're wearing a split between of a plate and kind of mail plate and leather combination. You see, look like they have a helmet on.
And his name is Marshal what?
They said, you do remember they said Marshal Neville.
Neville. Okay.
So they point to the individual and say that's the marshal.
All right. So I kind of like cautiously like go up to him and say, "Sir, I'm here to return to the Twin Isles."
Yeah,
Yes.
So you kind of individual they do look like they're taller than you as they kind of turn around slowly. And then from you see starts kind of walks towards you. It's a perception you do see that as they walk towards you, they're leaving wet footprints as they're kind of walking towards you on this dry dock. After their leather boots, as you see. As they walk towards you, just see that he takes off his helmet. When you see the helmet, you do see it looks an individual. They have kind of a light bluish skin, and their hair is just down and fully wet.
Oh.
And you see, it looks like there's tears coming from their eyes in the stream. As Sinjil just kind of just looks at you, just kind of just big sighs and, hello, my name is Adrian Neville. I am the marshal.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You don't sound okay.
Do I sound like I'm sick?
I realize this is his manner of speaking. So I'm like, oh, no, you sound fine.
Thanks for noticing.
Anyhow, I was sent here by Lord Faustus in hopes to return to my druid circle so I could tell him what I have learned.
Oh. So you're one of his agents.
Yes. Yes, I am.
All right. Well, we don't need to send you by boat.
Where we go? How will I get there then?
See kind of this water ganassi looks like they're eternally crying, is motioning for you to follow them. Just
Okay.
with wet footprints, just goes down the kind of port.
I follow him the same way, but not.
I found a wizard. He's from Cedric Village.
Oh. Out of game, I'm familiar with that village?
That is the main village over there.
Okay.
Your friend Jerry was there.
Okay.
He can teleport you there.
All right.
Do you have any questions before you leave?
No, I don't have anything pressing right at the moment. So I just stand here, like...
No. Just stand over there. The wizard.
Okay, so I, like, walk over to the wizard, and I stand near him. Okay, so I was told to stand here and we'd be teleported back?
You see the wizard standing next to you. He looks like he's a very older gentleman, just kind of crooked over the walking stick. Hey! Who are you?
I hold up the badge. I'm here to return to Seadrift Village.
Oh, I'm from there.
Oh, nice to know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Bye. You kind of wave to all these workers, look at him quizzingly.
I waved back at the workers as well.
Where are we going?
Seadrift Village.
Oh, okay. You see the marshal kind of walk up. Remember to come back when you're done. If the wizard doesn't die, he'll teleport you back.
I kind of look at him like a little like taken aback, like, doesn't die? Doesn't look like he's gonna die yet.
Kind of just shrugs at you. You see this? Well, I guess he just shrugs. I'll be here.
And I will see you soon.
Probably.
True.
You see, let's go! And you hear this, those old wizard just kind of makes a motion. You just hear a bunch of words you aren't familiar with, and just kind of just goes and grabs you. A door appears in front of you. Actually, no, let me door teleporting. He grabs you, and you guys just teleport. With a bright light, just boom, it just looks like from what your vision looks like it lands. And you're traveling super fast across the sea, and you looks like an island just rushes towards you. You find yourself in a shack. Man, this is my family home.
How big is this shack?
It's pretty normal, I guess, a normal house from you're familiarized with.
So it's not too small.
It's like a little smaller than normal ones, but it's a little house, probably like a fisherman hut you're thinking of.
Cozy.
Yeah. You see him kind of go and sits in a chair, a rocking chair, and just rocking back and forth. I'll be here.
Okay, I'll be back probably in a day.
All right.
See you soon. And I leave the
How long are you going to be gone?
a day.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. You just kind of.
I also hold up the thumbs up because I'm like, I guess this is a thing that means affirmation now.
No, I need that. It's on the high shelf.
What is he pointing? A bowl? I reach up and take the bowl down. And I'm like, whoa.
What's that?
You asked me to get this from the top shelf?
Did I?
I'll just leave it in front of you. I'll just put it on your lap here. And so I
How long are you going to be gone?
I'll be gone one day.
Oh, all right.
Okay. So I turn to leave for the door, and I walk out.
Okay.
Okay. And I walk out.
You walk out. You find yourself. You walk out of this shack. You do find yourself in the familiar village of the Cedar Village.
Okay. I suppose the first thing I would do is I would look for. I'm going to look for my mom.
You do know your mom would probably be on one of the other aisles, kind of across.
Oh, so nowhere near where I am.
Yeah, you know that the fishermen are usually in this village. They will know you. They'll
Okay.
give you a free passage over the other island.
Then I'll do that. I'll meet with a fisherman I can get a ferry over to that spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you head there, you do see your familiar friend of Jared.
Jared, there you are. You made it back.
Ah, how'd you beat me here? I just got back.
It's only been. Wait, has it only been 2 days?
Oh, as I saw you had been at 4. I had to catch my fish and come back.
Ah, right. But yeah, I'm here. And to answer your question, I got teleported here by a odd wizard man.
I don't really know this. What happens in the stays in the capital. I don't know.
But we're outside the capital, so I'm telling you I teleported. That's all. But there was a lot that happened. I'll tell you that much. But I won't. You don't
that's
want
true business.
you don't want your.
You see him just kind of cover his ears and he's kind of talking.
Anyway, I'd like to go over to see my mom. Could you take me there?
Well, yeah, I guess. I just got back and forth, but sure. Alright, hold on.
I'll help.
You just motion VR. You guys kind of go through the motions of getting the ship. He just sails itself across. Well, are you done there, or are you going to be heading back?
I'm going to be returning.
Well, it would probably take me at least a day to get ready for another trip.
You don't have to worry about that. I'll be leaving the same way I came, unless something happens while I'm here.
What do you think is going to happen?
Do you want to know? Because you.
Not really. It's
I
not
don't want
important.
to. Yes, if it's not important to you, then I don't want to wear you down with the details.
Takes you guys about like half an hour to get out to the other island.
Okay.
Well, good luck.
All right.
Do you want me to stay here, or how long? Or I could come back in a day if you want.
I'd like you to remain here in case my business is finished up, but I'm. Oh, did you have something else to do?
No, I'm just.
You know what? You can go out and about for a day. I'll wait for you.
All right. I mean, I could take my catch back and come back.
That's fine by me.
All right. Take me about a couple hours to get it all sorted out.
That's fine. Yeah, I can wait that long. Shouldn't be too. I hope what I'm here for isn't too long.
All right. No. Good luck.
See ya.
Again, just leaves.
Okay, so I'm going to go wherever my mom is working or keeping.
Okay. So you were walking from the familiar shore of where you were the island where you were kind of raised and trained. You see familiar druids. They kind of greet you politely.
I wave.
Bows and.
Yep, as I go.
You're talking with him. You do find out that the lore keeper is over in one of the studies.
Okay. So I head to the study that they mentioned.
You do find the lore keeper. You do find her over there, and she seems to be studying. Looks like she's writing down something. You're not unsure of what. You do know it's usually of a history or perhaps of a way, a spell, or some other of significance towards the circle.
Okay, out of game. Is what I learned, what can I not, what is most of what I've learned about something I cannot talk about in front of her, or am I only talking to my first keeper, Gremda?
You do know that your mother is very important to the circle, and you would usually fill her in on kind of the happenings so she can kind of take note.
Okay, so it's okay to mention some of the stuff.
Yeah, she knows. She was one of the ones who recommended you on going on this mission. She's aware of what her as well as the other senior members of the Druids are aware of what your mission was.
Okay. So am I in like a doorway, seeing this from a distance, seeing her write this stuff from a distance?
You see it looks like to be like a larger hut, and the kind of goes off. Looks like it's kind of merged with some of the land around.
Okay.
It's kind of off the coast, so it looks like there might be parts that go under.
So I speak to her in Elvish. I'm back.
She looks and she kind of puts away what she was working with and kind of wipes her off and stands up. She goes, "My son," and she goes, "My daughter." I was thinking of my daughter. How do you go? She goes and gives you kind of a polite, a little hug. Sorry.
Do something you're not telling me, Mom.
Immersion broken. 0 out of 10.
No, right?
You can't get everybody's gender right.
It's really hard. But she goes, "My daughter." She goes and gives you kind of a
Yeah,
hug.
I'm gonna go back.
But how was the mission?
There was so much going on.
Are you injured? She looks at kind of your wound.
Oh,
She goes, you see kind of a light kind of come over her hand, and your wound heals.
and like that, I am at full health again. Oh, this was from a fight. I got onto this. It was a flying machine. This dwarf attacked me. A lot of people died.
You were in a conflict.
Yes, but I didn't expect one. And Lord Faustus is not at all what I thought he was. I thought he was okay, but even with like what he told me, so I'm gonna need a minute to sit down and kind of breathe and just
She goes and kind of
clearly overwhelmed.
Kind of rubs your back and shoulders. High Lord Faustus is a peculiar individual.
Mm-hmm.
The keepers believe he is. His goal is to do good, though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But even despite what I've heard from him, doesn't seem to match what you all think of him. And as the next day, I learned that
Yeah, she kind of hushes you and says, "Perhaps we should speak to the High Keeper."
yes, we should definitely speak to Granda about this.
When you're ready, we will head down. I
Okay.
believe she is consulting with the elements.
All right. I guess so. How much longer, or I can wait?
We can go now. I'm sure she will forgive this intrusion. I know she is eager to learn of what is happening.
Okay. I'll be right behind you. I'm just gonna need another minute to breathe. Thanks.
She kind of gives a nod to you. She kind of slowly grabs some stuff, grabs a staff, and kind of some satchel, kind of puts over her shoulders.
So while she so she exit the hut.
Yeah, she
Okay.
walks after it.
I'm gonna take maybe 20 minutes to kind of get into a right mindset and calm down, and then I'll follow to where she has left for.
She starts walking down a familiar path through your road. It looks like there's a path carved into some rock as you're going down towards the shore.
Mhm.
You guys head down there. You do see a familiar look like it's like a pool, kind of like a cove, small cove. Look like there's rocks out. There's the water waves come in, and you see a familiar figure kind of sitting underwater. Kind of just looks like they're in a meditative state.
Okay. I don't say anything for the moment.
As you follow Loki, but she kind of motions you and just stops at a certain distance.
Mhm.
She just puts her staff in the water, and you see just a ripple kind of go there and kind of go out and just come back. Brings it back out, just a couple of steps away from the pool. See the figure kind of move from under the water and kind of walk slowly out. You see the figure, of course, is no clothes at all. It just walks in. You do see the furry form and the great cascading hair just flowing freely down, now wet from the waters of the first keeper of Gremda.
Yeah.
Her tall frame smooths down her greenish hair.
Okay.
She walks out. She seems like she goes and grabs it's like a robe, kind of lightly puts it over herself, and approaches a little that you didn't see from the side, a little campfire shade going.
Okay.
So it's blocked by rocks, and goes and motions for you both to follow.
All right. So I do so.
She go and you take a seat. She motions to take a seat on a rock.
Okay. I take it. I sit down.
You see her. She pulls up these large shells and just kind of puts a stew in them and offers one to you and to your mother.
I take it. Is this a soup?
It is a soup.
Okay.
You know, it would be like a soup. Would be like with fish or like a seafood, kind of like a clam chowder. I guess.
Okay.
So she's doing. Obviously, and you see she's kind of messing with her great long hair and kind of braiding it up and letting it dry. I'm glad to see that you have returned to us.
I'm happy to be back for the moment.
And what news do you have from the mainland?
So, what I have learned is that there is a civil war on a brewing. I have also been asked to seek out the other druid circles in hopes to gain their alliance, or rather favor to aid Lord Faustus in his endeavors and his support in return. I take a sip of the stew. He also mentioned that, and I imagine you already knew, that his rivals do not, would they ever find us, would not agree with our lifestyle or would seek to taint it.
That is one of the many possibilities.
Yes.
Not all agree and are at peace with nature as we are. They would seek to harness it and use it.
Yeah. And I like the lifestyle we have. I don't want it to be messed around with. As such, and I pull out the badge, I have chosen to become his agent in hopes to preserve our futures.
I do hope all this is necessary and the fruits of your labor benefit us all.
Yes.
So I do take that that our agreement with the contract is well.
Withstanding, yes, it is well so far.
And why are you here?
I need your help in seeking out the other druid circles. Have you heard from any recently? The leaders, perhaps?
I have not actually met any of these other circles, though I do know of them. I do believe the only main other circle I've heard of is located in the northeast of E013.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they mainly pray to Sylvanus. They're more of a circle of the forest. That's all you've come to ask for. Or has Faustus asked for something?
Out of game, has he? Has out of game.
Again, do you recall this why he sent you to count about a pirate fleet?
Oh! Right. Okay. Lord Faustus has also told me before I left that there is a pirate fleet ravaging sea towns and coastal communities. Have you heard of this?
We have seen it. I have seen the dwarven ships gathering.
Are we to take action?
Well, I fail to see how they're any different from other pirate ships. Though they are a little more well prepared, they will be dealt with
I see.
by the Navy. Why would he possibly want our aid in this matter?
Help me, I don't know.
Roll a gut check.
Good check, please. Help me.
Add your wisdom.
Well,
17.
then you do remember that this fleet was coming and it was going to. The main Navy forces being taken away from the islands.
Okay.
And while the rest islands are under attack. So you know this is a decoy to get most of the Navy's forces away. As you were instructed to, if you could get the Druids to help and defeat them in a timely manner for the Navy to come back.
Half of that flew out of my ear.
He wants the Druids to help. Faustus has asked you to get the Druids' aid to to speed up the defeat of the pirate fleet, so the Navy can come back and help defend Freehaven.
Okay. Alright, now I got it. He asked for our help in aiding in the defeat of the pirates so the Navy can return.
For what? Why is it so important that the Navy comes back?
He believes this to be a decoy to draw the Navy away from the Freehaven and their jurisdiction.
You're a decoy, there must be a great prize that someone is seeking. What is the prize?
The crown.
Right. You see, you're kind of just going to thought, just thinking. Finish your stew. We will talk in higher ground. See, she kind of wraps herself up more and kind of slowly walks up there.
And I bow as she walks by.
You see the mother, the doorkeeper, kind of bows too. And with that, we are going to end this episode. Thank you for joining us for this episode. And please join us for the next episode of Swordfoot Adventures. Have a good day.
I'm stressed.